My YouTube channel. Before we hop in this video, I want to say if you guys haven't seen my video I posted on, I hit 1,000 subscribers. I hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. I need you guys to go check that out. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. And let's just get into this video. Some exciting news. I started a podcast. Yes. And I'm gonna link it down below for you guys. So you guys can go check that out, listen to it. But yeah, it's very exciting, and it's something just new and different, and I can use it in my creative process. You know what I mean? Like, it was free to make. You know what I mean? It's in the App Store. You guys can even download it. If you guys are into podcasts, you can make your own. So yeah, you can do all that over there. If you're interested in your own podcast, you could create it. But actually, this is like not sponsored, but like if you want to sponsor me, Anchor. But yeah, it was, I'm so excited to like start this podcast and actually like, jump into like another creative side. I do love doing like YouTube and TikTok, of course. Those will always be my two main loves. Those will always be what I will be creating content. But with this podcast now, episode 2 just came out. When this video comes out, episode 2 is already out. So you guys can go listen to that. But it's super exciting and it's different, a podcast, like I do, like, of course, like being on camera with YouTube and TikTok, you're actually like physically seeing me, but with like a podcast, it is a different form of like creativity and entertainment in a way, because you're just like listening, you know what I mean? And I think podcasts, I genuinely listen to podcasts, of like, my favorite influencers or my favorite YouTubers that have a podcast, or like my favorite, like a celebrity that had started a podcast, so like I'm familiar with podcasts and I do listen to podcasts. So it's just a different form of creativity for me anyways. Like I said, like if you guys don't know, like I love to use my creative side, and with this podcast I feel like I can like talk about any topic, you know what I mean, just like a YouTube video, but it's like a different form, because you're just listening to me, like when you're in the car, or if you're like cooking. Like that's kind of how I like to listen to podcasts. Like if I'm in the car chilling, or if I'm like, just at home bored with nothing to do, like I will listen to podcasts. So I'm excited to start my own podcast and see what ideas I can come up with, and hopefully I can get some guests on there, and just really just make it. Like I said on the podcast, I wanted to make it, like where it's like almost like a friend, like you would come and listen to a friend. It's just a conversation, you know what I mean? Whether it just be random, whether it just be any old thing I talk about, you know what I mean? I want it to kind of be like that for any listener that listens to the podcast. It's kind of like a friendly like vibe, almost like you're just having a normal conversation with like your best friend. That's kind of the direction. I cannot speak, but you guys probably already know this. If you don't, you'll get used to it, baby. I don't know. But yeah, it's different. It's a different form of, creativity for me. Like I said, I love to use my creative side, and with the podcast I can come up with ideas and, different topics to talk about, and different things that I genuinely am passionate about and want to create and talk about. And that's kind of just like I'm always just wanting to do creative things. Like I just genuinely love to do creative things like this, you know what I mean? And with the podcast, like I've never thought about starting my own, but I was just like, hey, why not just try this, you know what I mean? And just use this and see what I can do with it, you know what I mean? And it's also just fun. Like I said, I just filmed episode 2, but it's just so much fun to like come up with ideas and just see what like different things I can talk about and things that I'm passionate about. And with this podcast, that's kind of what I want to do. But like it's out, you guys, and I started it, and I'm excited to see where it could go, and I'm excited to see like where in the near future it could go, you know what I mean? And like I said, I want to put my all into this, you know what I mean? No matter if it's just for a hobby or if it turns into something more, you know what I mean? Who knows? That's what's so crazy about the world, and opportunities and things like that. They just like kind of fall into your lap sometimes. But yeah, I'm just excited to see where this podcast could go. I'm really truly excited, and I'm excited to start coming up with content and start coming up with more ideas and things like that of what I want to do, so it's fun and it's exciting. It's something else that I can put more energy into. It's something else that I can, focus my energy into and focus my time into, and focus and put all my creative energy into, those type of things, because like it's just genuinely what I love to do. And that's kind of also what I always want to put across to you guys. No matter what it is you do always. I cannot speak today. I don't know what's going on more than normal, because like let's be honest, I can never really speak and form correct sentences, but whatever. But no matter what you guys want to do, always give it your all, always put your heart into it, and never stop. I know, like, even if you take a break, I'm one that I have taken a break on YouTube, I've taken a break on TikTok, you know what I mean? So, like, we all need a break sometimes, but don't ever stop. Even if you do take a break, and I don't care how long the break may be, come back to it, never stop, and never give up. That's kind of why I, like, no matter if I take a break off of, YouTube or off of TikTok or anything like that I'm into creatively, I never want to stop going, you know what I mean, even if I do take a break. So that's kind of also what I wanted to put out there, like, no matter what you want to do, even if you do take a break from it, just keep going and never give up, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be a prime example of that for you guys as much as I can be. But yeah, I started a podcast and it's exciting, and it's just like another form of like, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's like another form of creativity that I can put my time and energy into, and it's just really exciting, and I'm like happy I did it, you know what I mean, and I'm happy I started it, even though I'm only on episode 2, but it's just fun. Like, that's another like main thing. It's just literally fun to sit there and talk about any topic that I want to talk about, or any, you know, I can bring on any guest that I want to bring on, you know what I mean, like, cross my fingers, because that's really what I want to do in the near future. I don't know like how soon I'll start bringing guests on my podcast, because like I said, I want to get more familiar with it, and I want to figure it out more and more before I bring a guest onto it, you know what I mean? But that definitely, I do want that to come, because it's like, it's also fun to get other people's like opinions on topics, and, you know, not just mine, you know, because like, obviously everyone else has an opinion, everyone has a fucking opinion, so that's also going to be exciting to start to be able to bring guests on it, you know, when I eventually do start to bring guests on it. And I just like holidays are coming around, you know what I mean? So that's exciting to like, I could do topics on, you know, holidays and things like that. So it's just fun in general, you know what I mean? That's another big thing, like, to try to always have fun no matter what you're doing or what kind of work you're trying to get into, what things you're like trying to get interested in. It's always important to have fun, some sort of fun, you know what I mean? Then again, that's probably just me being like a 12-year-old kid. I always want to have fun, but yeah, it's really just exciting. No, it's so fun, it's so exciting, and I can't wait to keep going with this podcast. And like I said, I want to keep putting my all into it and not giving up and being consistent with it, you know what I mean? That's the main thing that like I have an issue with and struggle with sometimes, is being consistent, you know what I mean? Sometimes I like get so tired, just not even from like creating content, but like, just like I said, like I work a regular, like a normal 9 to 5, so that like takes my time up, and then I just be wore out, and just, so it's a lot sometimes. But I like always try to keep going and want to be consistent, and this is what I want to do with this podcast. I want to be consistent as possible, and always creating different episodes and content out on you know, my podcast and things like that. And I also want to take it super serious and take it, you know, like I would take it serious like I do my TikToks and my YouTube and things like that. So I want to take this super serious, which I'm going to, because it's something that I've like, and like I like doing it already, even though I'm on episode 2 and just literally started this. I can already tell like it's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna put my all into it. I'm gonna be very passionate about this, which is why I kind of like wanted to sit down and make a whole video about it. I was debating if I would just like not gonna. Well, obviously I was gonna tell you guys, but like I didn't know if I wanted to sit down and do a video, or was I just gonna like post it like on, make a TikTok or something. I don't know. But obviously I wanted to sit down and just like make a video, because like it's something, like I said, I always kind of want to share and share everything that I'm doing or going through, or just anything with you guys, because I feel like you guys deserve it, and that's kind of what you guys like I said, you deserve for me to be open and honest and just tell you guys everything about me, you know what I mean, and everything that I'm kind of like doing. And it's also for you guys too, because it's just another form of like you guys being connected with me and getting to like hear me and just like hear my experiences and like what I have to say about things, you know what I mean. And that's also why I wanted to do this, you know what I mean. And so it's just exciting. I'm just in a good mood about it. I just in high spirits about it, you know what I mean. I'm constantly like coming up with ideas. Like I have ideas in my phone, like in my notes already, like of different episodes and things like that. And it's just exciting. But like yeah, this is kind of just like a short video. Like it's just, I wanted to like sit down and just tell you guys really quick about the podcast, and it's super exciting and fun, and I'm just excited to see where this could go, or where it's going to go, you know what I mean. And like I said, I just always want to like be that example of, no matter like, yes, I do stupid stuff, you know what I mean. Yes, I am not a perfect person, you know what I mean. Yes, I like can be all over the place sometimes, and I can be up and down and just a hot ass mess sometimes. I'm fully aware of that, but like I always want to show you guys like the creative side of me, and to never give up on your dreams and shit that you are so passionate about, and things that you can't like, you feel like you can't live without, you know what I mean. Like I always feel like I need to create, and that like I can't live without creating almost, you know what I mean. Like it's like that serious for me. And just, I always want to tell you guys, like, no matter what you're doing, never stop. Like I don't care, just never stop. You can take a break, but just do not stop, you know what I mean. I want to seriously be a prime example of that. And if you guys learn anything from me and see anything from me, I want it to be that, you know what I mean. But yeah, that is just like, I just like wanted to sit down and talk about my podcast with you guys, and just, it's so exciting, and I just can't, like I said, I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see what the future holds with the podcast, and where it could go, you know what I mean. Because like I said, you never know. Like that's the crazy thing about life, and the beautiful thing about life too at the same time, you know what I mean, is you never know what opportunities can come and what opportunities could fall into your lap. So it's just exciting. I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I will link the link down below for my podcast, but it's also in my social medias. in my social media bio, so I'll link all those down below. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, check out the podcast, listen to it, give me some feedback on my social medias, and yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.